relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab down the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going back to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really...
Turning it on! He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Rivers. The quick out. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Coming out with it, it's McCutcheon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Trojans are on the move. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. After an abysmal 1st half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Hand off from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Trying to get the corner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Makes the catch, it's Jordan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for our tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Ross. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no... problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
First down for the offense.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ross. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Trojans started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to... There he goes! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Touchdown, USC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Grab near the marker is Fowler. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Fox. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third down, and they'll try the jet sweep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams